Located on the island of Hispaniola is the Dominican Republic. After Cuba, it is the second largest Caribbean nation. Down in the southeastern part of the country is La Romana, and just minutes away from the nation's third largest city is a Caribbean destination unlike any other. Heralded by many to be the finest resort complex in the entire Caribbean basin, and really one of the finest resorts you'll find anywhere across the globe, the focal point of this property is golf. Including 63 holes designed by Pete Dye. The first 18, the teeth of the dog. Working with the natural topography, the seaside course was built without the use of any heavy machinery, as a crew of 300 used hand tools and sheer force of will to carve this layout out of the rugged Dominican coral rock. Starting with hole number 1, Pete Dye takes the golfer on a journey that begins with 4 somewhat challenging inland holes. He then gets to a point on the golf course where he turns the course westward and creates 4 visually stunning and challenging golf holes.
And he figured it out that he can do 5, 6, 7, and 8 going around in a certain way, and then going the other way, you could do 15, 16, 17.
Then as you make the turn at number 10, you are in the interior once again. That features 3 very good par 4s and 1 very tough par 5. And once you finish putting on number 14, you are again back along the coast, this time heading eastward. Starting with a treacherous tee shot at number 15, and just as demanding approach into its green. And awaiting you after number 15 is the layout's final par 3. Though not very long, 167 yards, number 16 is one hole that will challenge every player and be remembered long after your round is ended. Then there's the 7th and final hole along the jagged coral reef coastline, the par 5 17th. Memorable not only for its tee shot, but for a green that seems to float off into the Caribbean.
The great thing about the teeth of the dog is that it's if you go all the way back, it's extremely difficult. You move your way up gradually to the forward tee, and it's generous.
While Dye is certainly generous with the width of the fairways, it is around the greens here on the teeth of the dog that he requires the full attention of every player.
You miss the green here, and you have to be very creative. It's not where you're in a deep bunker that you can't get out.
It is how Dye went about placing the bunkers around the greens. It demands the players use the right club in order to get onto the putting surface. The very good golfer will find this course to be very challenging, as this par 71 layout from the back black tees plays to nearly 7,500 yards and offers a course rating of 75.9 and a slope of 145. For the average player, the forward blue tees play to nearly 6,500 yards.
This course does play really well. For an average golfer, average length player, I think it's fantastic. You have the exact same challenges. You have everything's the same. It's just that you're playing from a different length.
Imagine, after more than 40 years after it opened in 1972, this layout is still ranked as one of the top 50 courses in the entire world. The Pete Dye designed Teeth of the Dog at Casa de Campo, visually stunning and, yes, challenging to play.
You finish the golf course and say, you know, whatever I paid to play, it was worth every dollar. This is a pretty special place.